This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us. He likely won't take the bait, but it didn't stop Republican women from saying the governor would be, quote, sexist to block their bill. That was the spirit when a press conference opened to questions this morning.
At issue is a controversial bill that would prevent transgender athletes from joining certain sports. Our Gabriella Becerra is at the Capitol, where there were plenty of people to talk with on both sides of this issue. Gabby?
Well, the two bills known as Protecting Women in Sports Act would not allow for transgender girls to participate in female sports, both at the K-12 level and the collegiate level. Instead, the bill's author says those transgender girls would participate in a separate category. Standing outside the state capitol this morning,
I think it is absolutely egregious.
Lawmakers and about 24 people had a message for the women standing inside.
Trans kids are just kids and should be able to do the same things that other kids should be able to do.
But Representative Barbara Dietrich's bills introduced today would do the opposite.
Now, in a fractured, well-meaning attempt at inclusion, women's achievements have once again been put at great risk of loss.
Dietrich and Republicans proposed blocking transgender women from participating in K-12 and collegiate level sports with biological females. Representative Janelle Branstgen says sports can provide women with skills needed throughout life, skills she claims could vanish without Republican action.
To learn leadership, to learn how to win, to learn how to lose, how to have sportsmanship.
Fair Wisconsin Executive Director Megan McDonald says trans youth join sports for the same exact reasons.
Bills like this are really get in the way of that and prevent that, and send a message to trans youth that they're not valued and that they're less than any other kid.
Dietrich pushed back at that idea, claiming her bills are about ensuring fair is fair.
It's an issue of standing for women's achievement, not cutting anyone out of participation.
But to the people standing outside, the bills represent new barriers, something Democrats hope to prevent from going up in the first place.
It is vitally important that the legislature stand up against the insertion of hate and division within our schools.
Today, Governor Evers tweeted his support for transgender students, saying, "I see you, you are welcome, you are wanted, and you belong."
All right, Gabby, thank you. A stretch of some really pleasant weather throughout southern Wisconsin. A look now at your first warn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Kennelty is on the backyard weather patio. Gary?
Well, Eric, it's nice to have the sun out again, and it should be out for much of the upcoming week and into at least the first part of next week. Let's start out by taking a look at visible cloud track. You can see generally clear skies here, and watch the snow cover kind of shrink out to the west across parts of South Dakota and western Minnesota. This morning, temperatures dropped into the lower teens here in Madison. 12 was our lowest temperature, but to the north, there were a few places that were in the single digits, including Watertown at 9 degrees, Wautoma at 8, and temperatures right now are in the middle 30s here in Madison. But notice it's quite a bit milder to the north and west. That's because winds are a little bit stronger out toward the La Crosse area. Temperatures there are in the middle 40s, and you see those wind gusts at times in the 25 to 30 mile per hour range. So actually, we're talking about wind chills that are in the upper 20s. Really not all that bad. Otherwise, look for skies to be mostly clear this evening. They'll turn partly cloudy by tomorrow morning. Temperatures should drop into the middle 20s, so it won't be as cold as last night. Tomorrow, look for a partly sunny sky, and temperatures pretty comfortable, high at about 42 degrees. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes some 50s as we head into next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. Bars and restaurants across Dane County could soon be much fuller thanks to a new public health order.
Now, this goes into effect next week. Brady Mallory shows us what these significant changes mean for you and area businesses who've been waiting for customers to return. Brady?
Well, Public Health Order number 14 gets us a step closer to normal. The biggest reason why? More vaccines, but you still have to be careful. Indoor gathering sizes are based on whether or not food or drinks will be served. Those gatherings inside are limited to 150 guests. Indoor events not offering food or drink are capped at 350 people. Outdoor gatherings are limited to 500 people as long as people can stay 6 feet apart. The new order also allows for restaurants to serve more people. Later this month, restaurants will be able to serve up to 50% of approved seating capacity. Bars will also be allowed to offer up to 25% of approved seating capacity.
Although we do not have certainty about the future, our evidence and our experience right now points to hope. We can only add more vaccines into people's arms, not take them away. Our older, vulnerable populations are well on their way to widespread immunity.
Now, it's important to note the new order still requires people to wear masks in public. If you don't, you could get a $1,000 fine. Emergency Order 14 goes into effect on March 11th.
Brady, thank you. Rock County is also loosening some of its COVID restrictions as it moves into phase 2 of reopening. The Rock County Public Health Department says there will be up to 50% capacity for indoor and outdoor gatherings. This includes restaurants, churches, and offices. There will still be strict social distancing rules, and the mask mandate is still in effect. Right now, Rock County is reporting 14 new cases per day, which is the lowest 7-day average the county has seen since August.
Today, President Biden said the country is now on track to have enough COVID-19 vaccines for every adult by the end of May, moving up his goal by 2 months. President Biden announced a major agreement that would allow pharmaceutical manufacturer Merck to help produce Johnson & Johnson's one-dose COVID-19 vaccine.
We also invoked the Defense Production Act to equip 2 Merck facilities. Johnson & Johnson's vaccine manufacturing facilities will now begin to operate 24/7.
The deal has the potential to dramatically increase the supply of the vaccine, though it could take a couple of months to get the Merck production process going. The president also announced that he will direct all states and territories to treat teachers and school workers as essential employees.
Now that the vaccine is here, a lot of people have been trying to book their appointments and they're running into roadblocks. So how do you get through? Well, UW Health's Dr. Matt Anderson says the booking process comes down to 3 steps. First, find out who's got the vaccine and where. You find that information on the Wisconsin DHS website. Find a pharmacy or a healthcare provider near you. And step 2, contact them directly, either by phone or online. Ask if they have any openings, either by phone or you can do it online. And if they don't, ask to get your name on their waiting list. Step 3, be persistent.
Make it better. As supply increases, you'll have more people who have more appointments available. I always joke that in vaccine world, a day is like 1,000 years and 1,000 years is like a day.
Well, joking aside, once you do book your appointment, Dr. Anderson asks that you remove your name from the waiting list at other locations. That will free up spots for people who want to get the vaccine and haven't been able to.
DHS officials say they'll be launching their online vaccine registry later this week. Once that's available, you can go online to register, so you'll be notified when you are eligible to get your shot. DHS officials say Wisconsin is now among the top states in the country when it comes to the percentage of allotted doses that are administered. National average, 78%. Wisconsin, 93%. DHS Deputy Secretary Julie Willems-Van Dyke says the numbers tell an impressive story, but the impact goes even further.
Just like we heard stories of relief and gratitude from our healthcare workers early in the vaccination effort, today we hear stories from family members who are grateful for their grandparents' vaccine and neighbors who are relieved to know their older community members are protected.
State health officials say the 47,000 Johnson & Johnson vaccines that Wisconsin will receive next week will be focused specifically on our educators.
Nearly 4,000 doses of the vaccine will be distributed to Pick and Save and Metro Market locations in Wisconsin this week. The State Department of Health Services announced today that the Kroger-owned stores are joining Walgreens as participants under a federal program to get the vaccine into underserved areas. The federal government is providing 2,340 doses this week, and the state is contributing over 1,500 doses. Anyone currently eligible for the vaccine can schedule an appointment through Kroger's website.
Well, teachers in Waunakee are receiving their first doses of the COVID-19 shot today. This morning, SSM Health and the Waunakee Community School District opened an on-site vaccination clinic. The first teacher to receive the shot was Mary Keenan, a Spanish world language teacher. She says it was a relief to get the shot and to have an added layer of protection.
It's just a great feeling to know that we're able to get this right now. We've been working really hard all school year to provide a good instruction for the students and to be there for our students and families. And this just is another way to help us continue doing that while feeling a little bit safer.
Waunakee teachers have been doing a hybrid model of instruction with a mix of in-person and virtual classes since the end of January. SSM Health also plans to vaccinate Prairie school staff starting on Friday.
It was another day of below average COVID cases reported in Wisconsin, just 324 reported. Over 26,000 people received a vaccination in the past day. As of this afternoon, 505,123 people, or 8.7% of Wisconsinites, have received both doses of the shot. And in Dane County, nearly 65,000, or 11.8% of residents, have received both COVID doses.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is set to put out new guidance for people who have been fully vaccinated against coronavirus. The guidance will reportedly include a recommendation that people who have been vaccinated limit their social interactions to small home gatherings. Those gatherings should include only others who have been fully vaccinated. Additionally, there will be a recommendation that people keep wearing masks in public and social distancing once they are fully vaccinated. A CDC official says the agency will release that guidance once it's finalized later this week.
Edgewood College has announced it plans to host classes on campus and in person next school year. The college's president, Andrew Mannion, made the announcement at a faculty meeting last night. Edgewood College has created a fall 2021 task force to figure out how educators can include lessons learned during the pandemic in the school's operations. The fall semester at Edgewood College is scheduled to start August 18th.
Still ahead on News 3 Now at 5, a warning from Beloit Police as they search for suspects who burglarized a woman as she was in her home. We'll show you the video ahead at 5. Coming up tonight at 6, the DeForest Norski's boys basketball team heading to state this weekend. We'll tell you how their dream of playing on the big stage started more than a decade ago. That story ahead at 6. And the markets pull back a bit from Monday's big gains, a 144-point dive for the Dow. The Nasdaq loses 230. The S&P falls 31.5. We'll be right back.
Tonight on CBS, it's an all-new night of suspense, beginning with NCIS at 7, followed by FBI at 8, and FBI Most Wanted at 9. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakout. Call in your order today.
Menards makes updating your shower as easy as 1, 2, 3 with CW Select Doors and Hardware. It's the elegant and durable way to customize your bathroom. All CW Select shower products are 11% off. Finish your bathroom project with a Delta shower faucet. Delta shower faucets are expertly manufactured and have a selection of finishes to complement your new look. Get 11% off all Delta faucets right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
At TSR, we turn old cracked garage floors like this into beautiful tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications and are ridiculously easy to clean. Our floors are also covered by our exclusive warranty, giving you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakout. Call in your order today.
Tonight at 6, we're walking you through the steps you should take to schedule a vaccine appointment. And students at a Sun Prairie Elementary School are working together with an artist who painted murals on State Street over the summer to create their own art piece.
Accurate news as it happens. right here where you live. Information that you can use from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The Beloit Police Department is looking for the public's help in solving a recent burglary. Officers say it happened Monday afternoon in the 1200 block of Madison Road in Beloit. The video shows 3 people going into a home while a 4th person distracts the victim of the burglary. The suspects were riding in a Ford SUV that can be seen in the video but did not have front plates. Police are asking people to listen to the voice to see if they can recognize the man who is speaking to the victim. We have the full video on our Facebook page, channel3000.com.
Dane County Medical Examiner's Office has identified the man who died after crashing into a Sun Prairie pizza restaurant over the weekend. Authorities received a report of a vehicle that crashed into Anna's Pizzeria on Saturday morning. A pickup truck was found inside the building. The driver taken to a hospital. Officials say 58-year-old David Schneider of Sun Prairie was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. Preliminary autopsy results indicated the manner of death was natural, as Mr. Schneider suffered a fatal medical event leading to the crash, which remains under investigation.
A crash in Southern California near the Mexican border has left at least 13 people dead and several more injured. An SUV carrying more than 24 people slammed into a semi-truck around 6:15 this morning in Southern California near the Mexican border. Those killed ranged in age from 20 to 55. Several of the victims were ejected from the SUV. The crash scene is near Holtville, which is about 10 miles north of the border.
This was not a Border Patrol pursuit. This is not associated with any allied agencies. We're not sure exactly what caused the collision, but there was no law enforcement involved with this incident.
So far, there is no word on the identity of the victims or their destination, but investigators say the SUV drove right in front in the direct path of the big rig.
FBI Director Christopher Wray is testifying for Congress for the first time since the January 6th insurrection. Wray said the FBI has been working around the clock to identify the people involved in the attack on the Capitol, with more than 300 arrested so far. Lawmakers also want to know what the Bureau is doing to address the ongoing threat from domestic violent extremist groups, including white supremacists.
Racially motivated violent extremism, specifically of the sort that advocates for the superiority of the white race, is a persistent, evolving threat. It's the biggest chunk of our racially motivated violent extremism cases for sure.
A new report from George Washington University identified 33 suspects with military backgrounds. 36% of those with military ties were linked to extremist groups, including the Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, and 3%ers. Let's get a look at your first warn weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Kennelty joining us. Gary?
Well, we had a nice day today. Temperatures were in the upper 30s to the lower to middle 40s across southern Wisconsin. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for dry weather to continue through the weekend. Don't have any rain in the forecast through the day on Sunday. The next chance of a shower would be Sunday night. We'll also see above normal temperatures for the rest of this week, but even milder weather arrives next week with high temperatures in the lower 50s. And the next chance of rain, other than the shower chance Sunday night and Monday morning, and that's just a slight chance, will be the second half of next week. We'll see some showers, maybe some thunderstorms on Wednesday, and then some shower chances Thursday morning, and then again Friday afternoon, and probably into the following weekend. As we take a look at temperatures over the last 48 hours, you can see they have been pretty typical for this time of year. Low temperatures in the teens, high temperatures in the 30s, wind chills really pretty tolerable overall. Not having a lot of wind except for today, and those winds have been out of the south. And over the next 48 hours, high temperatures will be closer to the 40-degree mark, and nighttime low temperatures will be in the mid to upper 20s, so even milder weather than we've seen the first part of the week. And the upper air weather pattern is starting to shift. We're getting into a more spring-like weather pattern. The jet stream winds now out of the southwest still have a split flow in the jet stream. The subtropical jet stream, which tends to be stronger this time of year and carries most of the storm energy and moisture, is in the southern part of the United States. The polar jet stream starting to push northward, and that locks up the cold air to the north. You can see most of that north of the U.S.-Canadian border. And over the next few days, notice we're kind of on the edge of colder weather to our north and east and milder weather out west. But eventually the milder weather really starts to win out as we head into the early part of next week. We're going to see a surge of milder Pacific air with high temperatures in the 50s for Monday, Tuesday, and probably Wednesday. And then as a cold weather starts to drop in the western part of the country, that starts to buckle the jet stream. Notice the two jet streams becoming a little more aligned. That should start to send moisture from the Gulf of Mexico northward, and so we'll see better chances for rain and temperatures that'll be a little bit closer to average depending on what the position of that jet stream is. But notice any cold air really gets shuffled off into the northeastern part of the United States. The southern part of the United States continues to warm up as we head into spring. On weather track right now, you can see pretty quiet weather across much of the country other than some showers and thunderstorms in the southeastern portion of the nation. But as we look at the Midwest in general, we have the jet stream still pushing to the north, so that's bringing that milder Pacific air out to the west of us, and that's starting to surge in. We've got winds out of the south here, a little more westerly wind component farther to the west behind that trough of low pressure, but temperatures right now are generally in the 30s in eastern Wisconsin and in the 40s to our north and west, so it's actually warmer across much of Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin than it is here in the southern part of the state. Look for lows tonight in the middle 20s, highs tomorrow, lower 40s with partly sunny skies, and if you like that forecast, you're going to love the forecast over the next few days. Sunny skies, highs near 40 on Thursday, around 40 on Friday, low 40s on Saturday. Sunday, we boosted the high up to near 50. There could be a shower chance Sunday night into Monday morning, and then highs in the lower 50s for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Again, the better chances of rain favor the second half of next week, and hopefully by that time we'll have melted some of the snow. As we take a look at first warn traffic, right now I'm not seeing any issues on the Beltline as far as travel is concerned. Right now, for some reason our graphic doesn't want to move ahead there, but we are looking at generally good conditions on the Beltline. Be advised, again, at night we've got that issue with the construction going on for the flex lanes being put in. As far as travel times are concerned, about 15 minutes either direction on the Beltline. And there we go. Finally, the computer's cleared up. Heading out of Madison down to the south, we've got about a 25-minute commute to Janesville from the Beltline southward, 15 minutes to Sauk City on US 12, and 17 minutes to Sun Prairie from downtown to Sun Prairie. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
I think somebody just ran in there and pounded on it, Gary. They got it working. All right. Head on News 3 Now at 5, how you can help local nonprofits in our area reach their fundraising goals. It's ahead on News 3 Now at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom, plus no payments for 1 year. Virtual and in-home appointments available. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto helps people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Step 1, build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to Baja. Then evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford Proud. Choose FlexBuy and get a 2020 Escape with 0% financing for 66 months. Plus $3,500 cash back. Only at your local Ford dealer.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
At US Cellular, we believe everyone deserves 5G. So we're building our powerful 5G network for the millions of Americans who live outside of New York and LA, like teachers in Madison and small business owners in Rockford. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge for everyone, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom, plus no payments for 1 year. Virtual and in-home appointments available. Call today.
Patio enclosures. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Dozens of nonprofits in our area are asking for your support right now. Today marks the 7th annual Big Share, an event hosted by Community Shares of Wisconsin, aiming to raise funds for its nonprofit groups. Community Shares supports social and environmental justice organizations, with a majority of them based in the Madison area. Right now, Community Shares has just told us they've hit their $500,000 fundraising goal with the help of more than 3,200 donors, but they are hoping to add even more. There are more than 70 nonprofit members who are raising funds through the Big Share. Donations can be made at thebigshare.org or through our website, channel3000.com.
Students at Westside Elementary School in Sun Prairie are painting a mural with a message. The students are working with one of the artists who painted 20 of the murals on State Street last summer. Their goal is to promote messages of unity, love, and togetherness.
All the kids right now are just, they're free to paint anything that they would like, and we are going to unify it at the end to show that we are one family and we all did this together.
Tonight at 6, our Jamie Perez will reveal the mural they've spent the last month working on and reveal how this project started in the first place.
And stay with us for a final check of your First Warn forecast in just a moment.
The iconic Chula Vista Resort, Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. 80,000 square feet of indoor water park fun. Loads of other fun kids love. Hundreds of completely renovated rooms. Take a break at the iconic Chula Vista Resort.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications and are ridiculously easy to clean. Our floors are also covered by our exclusive warranty, giving you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford, plus a $2,000 money-back guarantee. To see how much you could save, call 1-800-949-9757. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a $2,000 money-back guarantee. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-949-9757.
I was just a kid when I first went with my dad on a job. I was replacing windows back when long hair was in. And by the time I took over for my dad, I had a little bit less on my head and a lot more on my face. Look at that stash. Wow. I'm Scott the Window Guy from AHT Wisconsin Windows. The times sure have changed, but our quality hasn't. Get $225 off per window at scottthewindowguy.com. Did Scott the Window Guy wear a powder blue tux to his wedding? You bet your glass he did.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. With great deals, get ready to turn your dreams into reality.
Hurry in, because right now you can get $1,500 customer cash on a spacious new 2021 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
The iconic Chula Vista Resort, Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. 80,000 square feet of indoor water park fun. Loads of other fun kids love. Hundreds of completely renovated rooms. Take a break at the iconic Chula Vista Resort.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, breaking news, the big announcement tonight from the White House about when every American adult can get a vaccine, as the state of Texas becomes the largest state in our country to end a mask mandate and lift restrictions. Plus, a horrific vehicle accident near the U.S.-Mexico border, more than 13 killed. Why were more than 24 people crammed into the SUV that crashed? And pandemic pen pals, the special bond between these fourth graders and seniors. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
Well, let's head to Chief Meteorologist Gary Kennelty. Final check of the forecast.
Well, we got bright sunshine out there right now. The live view from the WISC Skycam shows sunny skies across southern Wisconsin. There it is, and you can see temperatures are in the middle 30s here in Madison, but warmer to the north and west. Temperatures are in the middle 40s out toward La Crosse. Still seeing some gusty winds at times between wind gusts between 25 and 30 miles per hour. High tomorrow of 42, and temperatures will be even warmer for the early part of next week.
All right, Gary, thanks. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.